Four things I don't talk about on here that I get asked to talk about a lot. One, narcissism. No, way too many people are using that word wrong, and I don't want to make videos that'll somehow contribute to people continuing to use it incorrectly. In fact, I don't ever touch personality disorders because I can't stand how people toss around those diagnoses so casually. Real people with real trauma are suffering from a personality disorder, and I'm not going to trivialize it.
Hi, Therapy Jeff. We haven't met. I'm Dr. Carrie McAvoy, a clinical psychologist. About your decision not to talk about narcissism, I agree that too many people are throwing around the word narcissism these days when they probably mean someone who's toxic or immature. I've noticed awakening recently that we've recognized that not all behaviors are good and edifying, and not all relationships are fair and equitable. Too many of us have experienced significant psychological or emotional abuse. Some people are dangerous. Sure, not all who do this are narcissistic, that's true. But let's stop feeling sorry for those who exhibit pathological behaviors and instead focus our attention on those who are the most affected, the true victims here. Which brings me to your comment that real people with real trauma suffer a personality disorder. That's a massive oversimplification of a biosocial problem. Personality disorders are caused by a complicated interplay between genetics, biology, and environmental factors, not solely by trauma. Think about it this way. According to Dr. Bessel van der Kolk, 80% of Americans have experienced some form of trauma, but only between 1 to 7% of the U.S. has been diagnosed with MPD. If trauma caused MPD, shouldn't the rates be higher? The trauma-based theory just doesn't add up, nor does the latest research support it. And I agree with you, it's never a good idea to trivialize mental health issues. Personality disorders, particularly those identified by the DSM-5 as antagonistic, cause their loved ones a lot of problems. Researchers estimate that upwards to 160 million Americans have been in an emotionally abusive relationship, and 75% of those in a narcissistic relationship leave with significant signs of trauma. That's not a trivial issue. Maybe the takeaway is that we need to pull the lens back and not label everyone who's harmful a narcissist, but instead keep the focus where it belongs, on abuse. Because if we don't, we're just one more person dismissing and trivializing victims' pain.